Hi everyone, I'm sending you all so much love and light. My name is Rachel, and if you're just finding me or if you've been watching me, I am a channeler. I channel my guides, angels, and any of the ascended masters or really positive beings who want to talk to me. I channel them, and I am going through my own awakening process. I'm expanding my consciousness, and I'm basically just here to deliver the messages I'm getting and what I'm learning and my experiences along the way. But the biggest thing, the most important thing I think I can share this week is, and just in general, I think in general for us as a population on Earth, we need to be thinking for ourselves. We have been duped for thousands of years by the people in power to think small, to not think as the powerful divine co-creators that we are. We have been trained to worship things outside of ourselves, put people on a pedestal, look at people who are doing better than us and think they have something that we don't have. Or, and even in the terms of religion and spirituality, we put people who were just trying to teach us things in our path, on our journey in Earth. We put them on a pedestal, and they came to help us. They came to teach us. They were our brothers and sisters, and they came to teach us things. And the reason why, if you're finding this, you are an advanced soul or you're a light worker. If you're finding this and you're like not thinking I'm crazy, right? You're finding this and I'm resonating with you. What I'm saying is resonating with you. You are an advanced soul or a light worker, whatever you want to call it, who came here. You chose to be here to help this shift in the collective consciousness on Earth. You wanted to be part of this. This is exciting. This is an exciting endeavor. And as a collective consciousness, as one, because we are all God collectively and Source is home, we have never allowed this many older souls, more advanced souls to be on Earth at the same time. We just have never allowed it. And a lot of the things that have taken place in our history in the last couple hundred of years, like, I don't even know if I should get, like alien abductions and stuff, was preparation for, they're not the bad guys. It was all preparation for this massive wave of advanced souls to come help shift the collective consciousness on Earth. Because our existence, we are multidimensional beings, and each one of us, if you're finding this video, each one of us advanced souls comes from a higher dimension. There are many higher dimensions, and the higher you are just means that you're a little bit farther on your path to spiritual development. It's like a soul. You have chosen, you have been brave, and you have chosen to continue incarnating out of your home school and grow and develop. And so you come to, you go to other planets and help, or you learn and grow. You're just continuing to enrich yourself as a soul and continuing to enrich the collective consciousness of God, because we are all one. We are co-creators in all of the schools we've created and all of the realities. So we are more advanced in our spiritual development, right? Which allows us to make it makes it easier for us to wake up in a low dimensional school like Earth. We have come to Earth to help the newer souls, which are souls that, because we're creators, we are one. It's hard to think that way, but we are one. We are all one being, and we are many. And so we continue to create because we want to enrich the whole self, the whole higher self. And so we continue to create. And so the newer souls on Earth are souls that were created with Earth, or in this dimension, created in this dimension, not just Earth, because I found out today when I opened up a portal with my third eye, which I've been doing lately, and I'm going to talk about that. But I found out today that in this dimension, Earth was not. We tried many times on Earth, but we also had a thriving society on Mars that failed. And I was shocked when I saw this. But I'll go into that in a minute. But I want to stress the importance of, we need to be looking inward. We need to be thinking for ourselves. We need to stop putting these advanced souls who came to Earth to help us and the newer souls, because all of those messages were for us to wake up. It's beautiful, the planning that has taken over like thousands of years on this planet for this moment, for all of us advanced souls and light workers to be able to have access to these resources and wake up. But it's for the newer souls too. But the problem is the newer souls are being manipulated by the people who continue to stay in power on this planet. And it's been happening for thousands of years. People who, it's like the newer souls have their own little thing going on, right? Like us older souls and more advanced souls, we're like, we've always been uncomfortable here, right? We usually don't agree with the way things are, and we've always felt off. There's always been something wrong. We don't really want to participate in the things that Earth is really good at, like greed, power, like money, stepping on each other to better yourselves, like all of those things that Earth is really good at. And so the newer souls are running the show, basically, and we're just here to bring as much love, unity, oneness, shift the collective consciousness on Earth in an energy level, but also shoot it at them, like just bombard them with so much love and unity and oneness. And we're here to remind them that it requires unity to succeed as a planet. It does. Earth is going to fail if they don't get that, if they don't understand that we have to work together. We have to love each other. We have to stop dividing ourselves. We are one. And they don't remember that. And they're learning lessons here, right? This is all for their soul development, because as souls, we have also gone through this on our home planets. And we are from planets that succeeded in ascending. We succeeded and we won the game in that dimension. And so we're here to remind them that it requires unity to succeed. There's so many reasons why we came here for our journey, for us to enrich our spiritual development. From my downloads and the messages I get, it was like so many higher dimensional beings wanted to be here. I'm vibrating because it's like so true. It's like we think, like, because we're here, we're like, this is terrible, this is awful, why would we choose this, we're so different here, and this place sucks, but we fought over this slot. We fought over being here. So many wanted to be here because it's such an opportunity to come to such a low dimensional state of existence, completely forget who you are, forget that we're one, that you've done all this before, like it's a clean slate. It's a clean slate where you don't remember anything, and go through the process of rediscovering love and unity and oneness. And so there's that personal thing that we're going through that we all wanted to be here for, like to do, because it's like so enriching for our soul development. But we also are like lovers, like we're love, and we want to help. We want to help the souls on Earth because they keep failing. Like this round of Earth is not the first round that these souls have been through. They're not getting it. It's like they're not getting it. They keep failing. They keep destroying themselves over and over again. And we care because every time we create such a beautiful place, like Earth is beautiful. So the souls on Earth are kind of stuck in a cycle that isn't that great, but this is a beautiful planet. And I got to see in my, so basically when I go, so I communicate with my guides pretty much all the time. I live a very solitary life. And so I'm constantly getting messages and communicating with them and downloads and talking to other beings who just pop in and, but so I see visions, and I didn't realize what was happening until like these last 2 weeks. But so I get visions where they show me things and like they help with explaining things, or like, like for example, Archangel Zadkiel, when he introduced himself to me, he showed me the purple flame, which I didn't know. I had to look it up. So those are visions, but I have been able to open an actual portal. It's like a hole opens up and I'm seeing into other places, like in real time. Well, time is relative. Time is time is different in each dimension, and the higher up you go, time just doesn't exist at all. But so I have been learning how to do this, right? And so I thought that my guides were like taking me places, but no. I learned that I'm in full control of this portal opening up, where I have to set the intention, which is what you should all be doing when you meditate, when you want to talk to your guides, when you want to advance. Anything you want to do, you need to set the intention. Say it out loud. I've been saying it out loud and it helps. Set the intention and follow through, you know? So when I went into my meditation, I was seeing beautiful visions of different lights, and they all mean stuff to me, you know, they're personal. But then the portal started to open up, and I said, when it started to, I could tell it was starting to happen, like I was in that deep state. I said, I want to see, because I've learned so much about my past lives and who I am as a being. A lot of it's personal, and I'm not going to share it. Yeah, I will later. I think it's not important for this video, but I'm essentially a being that comes from a higher dimensional state, which all of us are. You know, we're just all at different, we all just come from different higher dimensions. But so I set the intention that I wanted to see where I come from, see where my higher self is. That was what I said. I want to see where my higher self is. And I think in the background, I was also kind of thinking like I didn't state that out loud, but I was also thinking I wanted to know my soul, like the bigger picture of why I'm here. The importance, the true importance of it, right? Like that was in the back of my mind. But I set the intention that I wanted to see where I am, my higher self is. And my guys were like, we can't do that. Which they meant they can't bring me to it. I have to do it myself. And it is like tuning to a frequency, right? When you're trying to access, like when I communicate with my guides, and you guys can all do this too if you're finding this video. When you communicate with your team, you have to tune to their frequency, and they meet you halfway. But to be able to see the higher dimension, I have to actually tune to that highest dimensional frequency, which is very hard. It's like when you know, like Wi-Fi, connecting to Wi-Fi, and you're out, you know, you step outside of your house or your apartment and you're no longer connected. It's like that. It's like, it's all on top of each other, but it's very much like you really have to like tune to it and like get your frequency up high enough to open up and see it. Like that's how it is with pretty much all the communication, but it's specifically with wanting to see it. And I was not expecting to see this. But so on the path to seeing this, which I'll talk about, the portal had opened up and I saw this red, barren wasteland. And I mean, seeing things through this portal is more real than here. It's crazy. I mean, it's just like unbelievable. And I was seeing this red, barren wasteland, and it's like I'm traveling there, right? Like I'm seeing it through the portal, seeing it through this hole. Truly, a hole opens up when my eyes are closed, and it's like I was standing wherever I was, which I'll share in a second because it's crazy. I was standing wherever I was, looking out on this red horizon, and there was all this red dust and like, you know, like mountains, and it's just red, barren wasteland. I was like, this is beautiful, but like this is also, I was feeling like this is kind of depressing, you know, like what am I looking at? There's no life here. Like, you know, I was confused when I was seeing it. And so I didn't get the download yet of what it was. So I saw that, and I was kind of like processing, like, what did I just see? What is this? Like, how is this helpful to me? Because I knew it wasn't, you know, what I had set my intention for, but it was in the back of my mind intention that I didn't say out loud. So thinking is, your thoughts are so real. Like your thoughts really are frequencies that go out into Earth. And so your thoughts are important. And of course, we live on Earth having negative thoughts and being upset and frustrated and stuff. It's going to happen. But trying to bring yourself back to that oneness, that love, that those higher frequency emotions when you can catch yourself, is important, because it helps you stay on that higher timeline that you're trying to get on, right? Where you are communicating with your team and you're living your best life and you're having your soul purpose, your soul mission, the reason why you came here. And this all leads to that, really understanding my soul mission. So then I'm like kind of processing it, but then the portal closed. It closed, like I lose it. I'm hoping as I go on, this gets better. But so then it opened up again. And what I saw was a woman's face more real than here. We locked eyes. We locked eyes. And she was radiating light. And it was for like 3 seconds because I couldn't hold it. I could feel that I could not hold the connection. Like I could not hold it. And she looked at me and was just like this knowing that it was me. I was looking at my higher self. She was beautiful. It looked like, I don't want to say a cartoon because that is not what it was. I imagine it's what we look like in a higher dimensional state of existence. But I do feel that she was I was choosing to appear that way to me to make me more comfortable. Or we can just look up like whatever we want in that kind of dimensional state. I don't know if she liked looking like that. Like I liked looking like it's crazy to me because I talk to my higher self all the time. I can hear her, but seeing her, opening a portal to that dimension was hard. Like I could not hold it. But I'm going to tell you what I look like, my higher self. I had a longer neck because I saw from I couldn't hold it. It's like she was peeking through and I was peeking through and we locked eyes and we knew that we had met the connection because I communicate with my higher self all the time. But, oh God, it was crazy. It was crazy. But I only got up to here. And it was really only her face and her neck. So I didn't get to see my hair. I don't know, I may have had something over my head maybe. But I looked like a porcelain doll shooting light out of every pore. But I didn't have pores. But I had a human form, but it was not human. I don't know how to, it was a beautiful. It was beautiful. And I couldn't, I'm processing this. I just locked eyes with my higher self that. I actually got through to that dimension. And it's a long road to get here if you're not here yet, where you're doing stuff like this. And it's hard because every time you expand your consciousness more, your ego fights back. And it's like whiplash, right? It's like whiplash. And so you get this huge advance in your consciousness where you're understanding more and I don't know, your consciousness is expanded. So you just are understanding your divinity. We can all do this, but it is hard because your ego fights back, right? It's like you expand your consciousness and the ego, which is the programming of the human biology. It is the programming. It's what keeps us tethered to these bodies. It's what allows us to function in this environment. It's something to overcome, but it's also something to keep balance, right? Because we will not get rid of that. I mean, you will eventually, I feel but it's it's more of a balancing than a completely dissolving your ego. Because you read that and that's not it. It's a balance, right? Because we still have to function in this world. We're living in a low dimensional state. The ego is kind of necessary in some ways, right? Not in your spiritual development, but in surviving on a planet like this. And so you have to kind of keep it in check and balance it, but it's never going to completely dissolve. And I think maybe people kind of get confused. But so I had this huge shift right before I opened these portals, actually. And my ego fought back. And I had all this fear come up. And I had to actually lay down in a meditation, ask my team to help me balance myself and move some of this fear out. And we talk about the 7 chakras, but you have chakra points all over your body. And so when I was doing this, I could feel them all in my feet, all the points. You have so many energy points that hold these things. So I had to move all of this. After I had this huge thing, I had to move all of this like a bolus. It felt like I was pushing a bolus of a negative fear. It was fear. Because fear is the biggest part of my ego, which I imagine is for a lot of you, that holds us back. I had to push so much of it out. But so when you have a huge, and my guides have told me this, this is how it works. The more you expand your consciousness, every time you have a big shift, the ego says, nope, nope, you are human. You are on this planet. You're crazy. You're making this, it's all the doubt and the fear. And sometimes it's not even rational. You just feel fear for no reason, or you just feel negative emotions for no reason, because the ego is using everything it can to stop you from expanding. And that's just the way we're programmed as to survive in a low dimensional state. And it's also like, it's all important in overcoming and, like building yourself spiritually when you start off in a low dimensional state. It's all important. It all matters. But for us as beings who have already advanced through these processes on other planets and other dimensions, and we've come here, it hurts. Like, I feel like that's the best way to put it. It's like the ego is just so like, nope, you're crazy, nope. And so then you have to kind of keep in check, push it away, continue. Don't let it win. Continue to keep going down this path, reminding yourself this is real, because your team is always sending you signs, and your higher self is always sending you signs. Trust in them. Don't forget them, because the ego wants you to forget them. The ego wants you to say, nope, you're crazy, you're making it up. Or we've all had different life experiences on Earth, right? So everyone's ego is a little different. But it's like a computer program, and it adapts and it learns, and it knows what is the easiest, most powerful way to snap you out of your expanded consciousness when you have big shifts. But the more you do this, and you got to fight it, you're fighting it, and you stay in that expanded consciousness, you push it away, you push it back, you balance it. It's more balancing. You push it back and you balance it. It's there, but it's like walled off a little bit, it's like, no, like, no, thank you. I'm going to continue on my path because I know what's real. I know it's true. And like I said, your team is always trying to, there's like a fly that just appeared out of nowhere. Sorry. But you're like, where did it come from? But your team is always trying to send you signs to validate these experiences for you, because your team was trained for this, right? Like, they knew this was going to be hard. Like, they knew that you were going to need help waking up in such a low dimensional state. It's just uncomfortable, right? It's the best way. It's uncomfortable. It's not what we're used to. It's not home, and for the souls that we were created in this dimension, it is home for them, and they're lost, and they need our help. And perfect circle. So the Red Baron Wasteland, I was out driving, and I pulled into my apartment, and I always sit and meditate in front of this tree, this beautiful tree. I had made a community post about it like a while back, but I got a download explaining that, right? Because it was like this happened, but I was so amazed by this, seeing my higher self in this higher dimensional state, and I would also like to say that, so my ego was really fighting back yesterday, and I was starting to convince myself, it's like, it's almost irrational that I'm trying to convince myself I'm making it up at this point. Like, my ego is just, it will not quit. Like, it just wants me to stay not expanded. Like, it's just like, you cannot leave. You're not allowed to have this experience, and it just does everything it can. And I've had so much proof. I hear my guides, like, talk to beings, I get validation, and like crazy things happen to me that prove, like, it's like, what? But that's the human condition. That is the human experience, to have an ego that causes you to doubt and fear and bring out all of the things that you don't really need, like, there are reasons why you have the ego, right? It's programming, but the things you don't need for the development. And so because I've been learning about my past lives, and that's what I was doubting because that's a huge shift in consciousness, being able to dive into your past lives. Like, that's crazy. And the things my team is telling me. And so I said, I asked for a sign that I'm getting it right in terms of my lineage. They called it my lifetime lineage, I think was the words they used. And then, like, literally that happened, where the two portals opened up. Like, so I was like, okay. There's no denying when those portals open up. Like, it's just like, and for me, my ego uses doubt. It uses doubt and fear. Those are the two things holding me back. Try to figure out what your uses to control you, and then once you figure out what they are or what it is, you can learn to fight it. You can learn to master it and keep it at bay and keep it balanced. So that's very important advice that I think I should be sharing, that you should definitely be figuring out what your ego uses to keep you under control, and then bringing the awareness to it will allow you to keep it in check and keep it balanced. And then also just taking that time to meditate. Look what meditating brought me back. It brought me back, and nope, you really know what you're doing. Like, this is real. Your ego is just, and like I said, when you have big shifts, the ego, it's like slapping a rubber band, like boom, it's like, nope, like, and it just shoots everything it has at you, and it's so irrational. It's just crazy. But if you've been on your path and you're finding me, you probably felt this. The more you expand your consciousness, the worse that's going to get. Like, it gets harder. I don't know, it gets more strong. I don't know how to explain it. It's the bounce back. The bounce back gets more intense. But, okay, but they showed me that sign, and I was like, okay, I'm back. You know, it's like my ego's in check again, I'm back. But, so I was pulling in, I was sitting in front of the tree that I always meditate in front of in my car. And I got the download that was associated with the Red Barren Wasteland that I saw in the portal. And I'm telling you, this was real time. I was there. I was standing in that place, looking around and thinking, what am I looking at? Like, that's what it was. And I got the download associated with it. I was on Mars. I was looking at Mars and my higher self, because you and your higher self are what control that kind of movement, that kind of like activity through the portals, you know, like movement through dimensions and space and different places. My higher self was trying to show me that humanity had a society on Mars, and it destroyed itself, and it destroyed the entire planet. And we had to come to Earth, and over multiple cycles of destroying ourselves, keep continuing to try. And there are cosmic beings, aliens, who assist in, they try to remain in the background and let humanity develop as much as it can, but, you know, they have to help. I mean, and it's us, it's we, because we are one, we are collective consciousness, we are all the beings. We work with such a unity, and I just like oneness is crazy. It's like a hive mind, but also an individual mind at the same time, because we are one and we are individual. And the more I've expanded my consciousness, I feel it. I feel that we are one and we are individual. It's like, you think they couldn't go together, but they do. You can be one and you can be individual and function as one and function as an individual. We are beautiful beings. It's a beautiful existence to have that kind of unity and oneness, but still have that kind of individuality. But coming to planets like this, schools like this, we get that complete separation, which allows us to grow in a way we can't at home. And that's a beautiful gift we give ourselves. And we continue to advance collectively as a species. And we also have our own individual soul journeys, because we create these schools. We're creators. We're created. We create on Earth, you know, we create on all of our schools. We create the schools, and then we incarnate in them, and then we also create here. And we have so much power here. But yeah, Mars was destroyed by humanity. Like, that was the first, I don't even know if that was the first round, but my higher self was showing me, look, like, this is serious. This Earth is so off course. They have strayed so off course. They are not learning. Humanity is not learning. They continue to keep failing over and over and over again. And that's why we're all here. And I'm wondering if we did this on Mars too and it didn't work. But I'm trying to stay optimistic, because this is unprecedented how many of us are here right now. This might be new. This might be like call to action, like, and I felt like we'd fit as many of us as we could, right? Like, that's what it was. It's like there was only a certain amount of slots, and we fit as many as we could to have us all here at the same time, waking up in different points over this, like, last decade, this day. There have been some earlier, but this is it. Like, this is like, there are so many of us here waking up around the same time. We have technology like YouTube that can spread these messages and help each other wake up. And being awake allows you to access parts of yourself that were dormant. And that helps shift the collective consciousness on Earth. Whether you realize it or not, it's happening because you're waking up. Your energy body is helping the energy on Earth. But the message, and I think this is important for light workers who are confused, because I was confused too. People like Muhammad, Jesus, the Virgin Mary, they are our equals. We have to stop putting beings on a pedestal and start remembering collectively that we are co-creators in this reality. We are all equally powerful. We all have equal power. What we want as a collective consciousness is what is the reality here. And we can also manifest our own realities. We hold all the power, and we continue to, because I'm a human, I'm in a human form, so I'm speaking we as all humans, we continue to give our power to other people. And that's got to stop. That is the biggest shift that we need to do as a humanity. We need to be looking inward, worshiping ourselves. And we are love, and we are oneness, and we are unity, and we are beautiful, and we are all brothers and sisters, and we have to work together to succeed. But, you know, I channel Jesus and Mary Magdalene, the Virgin Mary, and, you know, other ascended masters who have been on this planet, advanced beings who have been on this planet. They are heartbroken that we continue to put them on a pedestal. Like, it's crazy. Like, I feel Jesus sends me so much of his love. Like, he's such a beautiful being, and I love him so much. And every time I drive by a cross, like a big cross that's like glamorous, I feel his heartbreak. It's like they're all heartbroken that we continue to put them on pedestals and not treat them as the beings that they were, that they were our brothers and sisters who came here to help the planet. Like, they don't want to be worshipped. They are us. We are them. We are one. We are a collective, and we are equals, and we love each other, and we love ourselves. And loving yourself is so important because you are divine. You are a co-creator. You are God. We are all God collectively. And that is the biggest shift, and that we need to have on Earth as a humanity. And the problem is, newer souls who like power and greed are the ones who continue to gain power on this planet. And they manipulate, and they have tactics to keep the entire population under control, and not questioning these things, and not look like they're like making us all sheep and not the divine beings that we are. We worship ourselves, and in doing so, we worship each other. But there is not some divine, like God or like being outside of us that we're supposed to be worshiping. It is us. It is us. And that is truly the problem. Like, that was why I wanted to make this video, because I feel how important it is that we have to shift away from that thinking. And like, I channeled the Virgin Mary, and like, she was like, and it was like I channeled her where I was like, she allowed me to feel what she was feeling. She was just so, like, she was so honored and loves everyone. Like, so like, once you tap into this, you just love everyone. Just like, you understand that you are them. Like, so you just love everyone. But she was heartbroken that people put her on this pedestal because she's your sister, you know, like, and I could feel frustration is still a emotion we feel in the higher states. It's connected to love, though. So the way you feel frustration is different. It's with love, but it's not like feeling frustration on Earth. So I think that's important, that we as multidimensional cosmic beings can still get frustrated. And I could feel that in her, that they were, all of them really, when I channel them, they're all of the beings I'm channeling are like frustrated, you know, they're like, Earth needs to get it. But they're not frustrated with any of the newer souls or us. They're frustrated with the fact that the people in power on this planet are doing this. And it is such a shame. and it needs to end, and it needs to stop. And we all need to be thinking for ourselves. It's so important. It's so important. Worshiping ourselves, loving ourselves. You have to love, you have to look inward, go down this path and love yourself. Like, loving yourself is so important. If you don't love yourself, you cannot do this. Like, you cannot love other people. You know, it's like you rediscover love through yourself because you are love. And then you can share that love with everyone around you. And it's just, we're so off course on this planet. And that's why we keep failing. Humanity keeps repeating the same mistakes over and over and over and over again. And that is why they keep destroying, they keep destroying themselves. And the problem is the people in power continue to manipulate and control, and because they want to stay in power. They want people to stay sheep. They want to stay rich. They want to have power. They're very enthralled in the earthly, materialistic lifestyle, and it's really the problem. Like, I need to be spreading the message of, and if you guys can, don't force it on anyone, because, but when you see an opportunity to maybe just tell someone, hey, like, try to think for yourself. It's like people have to come to the realization. It's so complicated. It's like, I know as my soul mission, I need to be getting this out there because humanity is going to destroy itself again. But at the same time, it's like, they have to be ready to seek it. But I think that's why we're all here, to raise the vibration on earth so they will seek it, right? It gets through the cracks. It gets through to their lower dimensional state that they're used to. They're just used to. And it'll get through to them. And I see that in my meditations, and I see that when my guides telling me, and my downloads. Us just being here helps. And then the spreading, making videos that will be posted for a very long time, that others can come watch and rediscover their love and their unity and their oneness and who they truly are. And that, like all of what I've been saying, that's kind of the plan, I feel like. But I think right now I'm supposed to be helping wake up other light workers. Like, that's my mission, because then as a collective, we can raise the vibration on earth, help heal earth, and help get through to the newer souls who are not doing great. Like, and it's all beautiful. It's all beautiful. And they're learning so much. And we all pass. We appreciate the life we had so much. And we learned so much from it, regardless of who we were and what we did, the good or the bad. It's like, we can never truly do anything wrong, because it's a lesson, something we learned. But it's like they're lost. It's like, I can feel that they're in a loop. The newer souls are in a loop in this dimension. It's going to keep happening over and over again if we didn't call in all the cavalry to help. So, yeah, just love yourself, and remember that we don't worship anyone but ourselves. And in worshiping ourselves, we worship each other, because we are one. And I'm telling you, the beings on the other side do not want to be put on a pedestal. That is the thinking on earth that is making everything go wrong. Like, they want you to remember you are divine. You are a co-creator. You are a part of God. You are God. Source is home. And Source is a dimensional state of existence with many dimensions. And we all come from different dimensions. Anyone finding this video and resonating with it, watching it till the end, we all come from different higher states of dimensions. Like, it's just different states of existence. And so we've come down to this lower, like, it's almost like pancake, like this lower state of existence that, because it's all on top of each other. It's all on top of each other. This is a lower state of existence that is hard, but we did it to help Earth succeed. We do not want an entire school to fail. We created this together. Like, we're all co-creators. Just, we are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful beings. And remind yourself of that every day. That you are a beautiful, divine co-creator in this reality. And you hold the power. you are a powerful being. You hold all the power in your life. And, hopefully my advice about trying to figure out what your ego is using to control you and bringing awareness to it will help you on this path. And I hope you enjoyed my stories and my portals. But I asked my guides before I filmed this if they wanted to share, and they said absolutely. So I get into a state where I can channel them. Yes, we absolutely wanted to share. You are all beautiful, powerful beings, each and every one of you watching this. You are a light worker, a higher dimensional being that has been through all of this before and knows the pain, knows the struggle of many lifetimes lived before getting it right. You ache for their success. You are them. We are them. They are us. We as a collective don't want to fail because it hurts all of us. We continue to create, and once a creation is made, it is never destroyed, but it can be laid barren, as was Mars. And that is heartbreaking for us as a collective consciousness. We will not let that happen again. You all chose to be here in this moment, this unprecedented moment, to raise the frequency of the living earth, the energy of earth. Earth is a living creation, and by raising the vibration of the planet Earth, it will raise the vibration of the newer souls. It will seep into them. It will get the ball rolling on ascension on this planet. Ascension is every soul on earth realizing they are God. The shift has to be within each individual. It may seem daunting, but it can be done, as proven by all of your existence here. You are proof that we succeed, and we have succeeded many times. Earth is not destined for failure. Know that you are important, but don't inflate the uniqueness. Remember, every soul on earth is equal. You all hold equal power in this reality. You are important, but you are one. Don't forget the unity that is required to succeed. Love yourself. Love your enemy. And you will succeed. Your spirit team was trained for this moment. They are waiting for you to contact them. They have been contacting you. If you realize that they are there, it expedites the process of communication. Raising your frequency is vital. You will meet them in the middle and communicate in that way. All communication can be different. It depends on the soul and the planning. We planned this as a united God. You incarnated as a human to have this experience. You did not plan, but you did as a higher state, as a higher state of existence. That is also important, because your journey here is one with many lessons, and they are beautiful. You are here to help yourself individually and collectively. Don't forget to love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. It is crucial for success. We all love you, and your team is waiting. They were talking to me after, but I didn't think that I was supposed to share it. They were just sending everyone love and sending me love, and I don't know, they did this in the last video where they like shot, like, I don't know how to explain it, like I shot a light beam of love into the camera. So if you felt that it was real, if you felt, when I was just talking to them and looking up, if you felt a surge of high vibrational energy, that was them sending you love. So hopefully you felt it, because their love is so beautiful. My team resonates, exists on such a high vibrational state that when they send me love, it's like so beautiful. It's like just the best you can feel, like, on earth, really. It's like comforting and beautiful, and a great reminder that we have so much help, and our guides love us so much. They're our best friends. You know, as a higher state, like they said, as a higher state of existence, we plan this life with this team, and we won't fully remember all of it until we're completely united with our higher self. And, you know, I'm not there yet. Communicate with my higher self. I communicate with my guides. I kind of feel like that won't happen until we pass, you know, like on our earthly existence. But like I said, this journey is beautiful. We wanted to have this for so many reasons. And like when I dive into my stuff, I feel it. It's like so layered and so complex. Like all the reasons we came here. It's just like, because we can think in a multi-dimensional way when we're connected to God, you know, when we're outside of our bodies. Well, connected to source, because we are God. But we can think so like a computer, you know, like we can process so much stuff at once. And so our being here is so layered, and there's so many reasons. Like, it's just beautiful. But if you watch this long video, I appreciate it. And I'm sending you all so much love and light. And I love all of you so much. And thank you for watching.